I mean, it's such a mess. And in a way, I found it a relief for 6 weeks to not pretend that the world isn't in the most absurd, bewildering, perilous state. Like to lean into the utter absurdity of the situations that human beings have placed themselves in, and the planet. You know, it was great to kind of laugh at that and not to have to pretend to find a solution for 6 weeks. You know, it's because in a way, sometimes you really do have to laugh at it because it's simultaneously terrifying, enraging, and utterly absurd. In this world, each summit was going to have a theme, and that the theme of the summit is regret, I think is really interesting. It's like, because I think as human beings, if we survive this moment that we're hopefully transitioning through, I think we'll look back at and have a lot of regrets.
During the Soviet years was the best years of Russian cinema. And part of it was that because of the repression and the oppression, artists had to find more subtle ways to communicate. And really extraordinary films were being made on very difficult subjects in the former Soviet Union. When it changed and became much more corporate and capitalist, the films were not nearly as good. They were aping kind of Western stupid movies.
I don't know any theaters that have curtains anymore, and as a child, I love that. I know what it's like to sit out there in the audience and the curtain open and something magic's going to happen and a story is going to transport us. It's going to take us to a place, and pretty soon we have to leave the theater, not before 3 hours. We'll stay in the 3 hours together. Not always, but. And then we have to go do our jobs, and then we have to go get our kids at school, and then we have to go do something. But the movies have always been a place for us to go have a chance at magic, something that we'll never, ever forget.
I am a feminist. Whether that's activism or not, that just is what makes sense to me. I think that, when it comes to these stories, these are just stories that feel interesting to me as an actor. I don't know that I'm really the type of actor that's like, I need to do this film because it has this particular message. I just find the characters interesting, the world's interesting, and it's something that I want to explore. So I don't really know how to tie that question up either, but I'm a feminist. And I like working with Yorgos Lanthimos. So I think there's a lot of people that are doing their best to change things, move things along, move things forward, so that women feel a true sense of equality in cinema.
When years ago I said I want to do a Roman epic but set in modern America, a lot of people said, well, why? And I would say, well, because America was founded on the ideas of the Roman Republic. We didn't want a king. Rome didn't want a king, so they invented a new form of government called the Republic, with a Senate and with Roman law and with all of the things which we embrace. We even built our cities to look like Rome. But I had no idea that the politics of today would make that so relevant, because what's happening in America, in our republic, in our democracy, is exactly how Rome lost their republic thousands of years ago. So it's a real, and you even see now in articles and in Saturday Night Live, the parallel between modern America and Rome. So our politics has taken us to the point where we might lose our republic.